In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we often find ourselves overwhelmed with tasks, responsibilities, and distractions. But what if I told you that embracing emptiness could lead to a more fulfilling and peaceful existence? The story of Buddha teaches us the profound wisdom of emptiness. Siddhartha Gautama, the prince who would later become the Buddha, embarked on a spiritual journey to seek enlightenment and liberation from suffering. After years of meditation and self-discovery, Buddha realized the power of emptiness. He understood that letting go of attachments, desires, and ego was the key to true happiness and inner peace. Buddha taught his followers that emptiness is not a void or absence, but a state of mind free from clinging and craving. By embracing emptiness, we can let go of the burdens that weigh us down and find liberation from suffering. In our modern world filled with distractions and materialism, the power of emptiness can guide us towards a more meaningful and fulfilling life. By cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment, we can experience true joy and harmony in our daily existence. So as we navigate the complexities of daily life, let us remember the wisdom of Buddha and the transformative power of emptiness. Embrace the beauty of simplicity, let go of what no longer serves you, and discover the profound peace that comes from within. Siddhartha Gautama was born into a life of luxury as a prince in the Shakya clan in ancient India. His father, King Suddhodana, ensured that Siddhartha was shielded from the harsh realities of life. The young prince lived in opulent palaces, surrounded by every conceivable comfort and pleasure. Despite this, Siddhartha felt a deep sense of dissatisfaction and unease. From a young age, Siddhartha was curious and contemplative. He often found himself pondering the nature of life and human existence. One day, during a rare outing from the palace, he encountered 4 sights that would change the course of his life forever. An old man, a sick person, a corpse, and a wandering ascetic. These encounters revealed to him the inescapable truths of aging, sickness, death, and the possibility of overcoming suffering. Siddhartha was deeply moved by these sights. He realized that no amount of luxury could shield him from the realities of life. The experience ignited a burning desire within him to find a way to transcend suffering and discover the true nature of existence. He decided to renounce his princely life and embark on a spiritual quest for enlightenment. Leaving behind his family and the comforts of the palace, Siddhartha wandered through the forests and villages of India. He studied with various spiritual teachers and practiced severe asceticism, hoping that self-mortification would lead to enlightenment. For 6 years he subjected himself to extreme deprivation, eating only a few grains of rice each day and enduring harsh physical austerities. Despite his rigorous practices, Siddhartha realized that extreme asceticism was not the path to enlightenment. His body weakened and his mind grew clouded. One day, while meditating by the banks of the Niranjana River, he heard a group of musicians on a boat. They were discussing the importance of tuning the strings of their instruments, neither too tight nor too loose. This conversation struck a chord with Siddhartha. He understood that the path to enlightenment lay in balance and moderation, not in extremes. With renewed determination, Siddhartha abandoned his ascetic practices and accepted a meal of milk and rice from a kind village girl named Sujata. His strength restored, he vowed to meditate under a Bodhi tree until he attained enlightenment. For days and nights he sat in deep meditation, confronting the inner demons of his mind and the temptations of Mara, the lord of desire and delusion. After a profound and transformative meditation, Siddhartha experienced a deep and indescribable awakening. He realized the true nature of existence and the causes of suffering. He saw that all beings were trapped in a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, driven by ignorance and craving. But he also discovered the path to liberation from this cycle, the Noble Eightfold Path. Siddhartha Gautama had become the Buddha, the awakened one. He spent the rest of his life teaching the Dharma, the truths he had discovered, to anyone who would listen. Central to his teachings was the concept of emptiness, shunyata, a profound state of mind free from attachment and delusion. The Buddha taught that emptiness is not a void or an absence, but a state of being in which one is free from clinging and craving. It is the realization that all phenomena are interconnected and impermanent, without an independent or permanent self. By understanding and embracing emptiness, one can let go of the attachments and desires that lead to suffering. In practical terms, embracing emptiness means cultivating a sense of detachment and inner peace. It means recognizing that our thoughts, emotions, and possessions are transient and do not define our true selves. By letting go of our ego-driven desires and fears, we can experience a profound sense of freedom and contentment. The Buddha's teachings on emptiness resonated deeply with his followers. They began to see the world with new eyes, understanding that the true nature of reality was not fixed or solid, but fluid and interconnected. This realization allowed them to let go of their attachments and find peace in the present moment. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded with distractions and material desires. We are conditioned to believe that happiness lies in acquiring more possessions, achieving greater success, and fulfilling our endless desires. But the Buddha's teachings on emptiness offer a powerful antidote to this never-ending cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. By embracing emptiness in our daily lives, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. Here are some practical ways to apply the wisdom of emptiness in our everyday existence. Mindfulness practice. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can become aware of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without getting caught up in them. This awareness allows us to see the transient nature of our experiences and let go of our attachments, simplifying our lives. Embracing emptiness means letting go of the unnecessary clutter in our lives. This can involve decluttering our physical spaces, simplifying our schedules, and reducing our material possessions. By simplifying our lives, we create more space for inner peace and contentment. Letting go of attachments. Our attachments to people, possessions, and outcomes often lead to suffering. By practicing detachment, we can cultivate a sense of inner freedom. This does not mean becoming indifferent or uncaring, but rather recognizing that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances. Practicing compassion. Emptiness is closely linked to the concept of interdependence. By recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings, we can cultivate compassion and empathy. Practicing compassion involves being kind and understanding towards ourselves and others, and recognizing that we are all on a shared journey of growth and healing. Finding joy in simplicity. The Buddha taught that true happiness comes from within, not from external achievements or possessions. By finding joy in simple pleasures and cultivating gratitude for what we have, we can experience a deep sense of fulfillment and contentment. The wisdom of emptiness is more relevant than ever in our modern world. In a society driven by consumerism and constant striving, the teachings of the Buddha offer a path to true and lasting happiness. By embracing emptiness, we can break free from the cycle of craving and find a deeper sense of peace and contentment. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in mindfulness and meditation practices as people seek to find balance and meaning in their lives. These practices are rooted in the ancient teachings of the Buddha and offer practical tools for cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and inner peace. Many people have found that by incorporating mindfulness and meditation into their daily routines, they can reduce stress, improve their mental and emotional well-being, and develop a greater sense of clarity and focus. These practices help us to become more aware of our thoughts and emotions and to let go of the attachments and desires that cause suffering. Throughout history, countless individuals have experienced profound transformations by embracing the teachings of the Buddha and the power of emptiness. Here are a few inspiring stories. Milarepa, a Tibetan yogi and poet, was initially driven by a desire for revenge. After committing acts of black magic to harm his enemies, he realized the futility of his actions and sought a path of redemption. Under the guidance of his teacher Marpa, Milarepa embraced the teachings of emptiness and dedicated his life to meditation and spiritual practice. He attained enlightenment and became one of Tibet's most revered saints. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Zen master and peace activist, has dedicated his life to promoting mindfulness and compassion. His teachings emphasize the importance of living in the present moment and letting go of attachments. Through his writings and retreats, he has inspired millions of people around the world to embrace the power of emptiness and find peace in their daily lives. Eckhart Tolle, a contemporary spiritual teacher, experienced a profound spiritual awakening after a period of intense suffering. He realized the importance of living in the present moment and letting go of the ego-driven mind. His book, The Power of Now, has become a global bestseller and has helped countless individuals find inner peace and fulfillment. These stories serve as a testament to the transformative power of the Buddha's teachings on emptiness. They remind us that no matter what challenges we face, we have the capacity to find inner peace and liberation by embracing the wisdom of emptiness. The power of emptiness is a profound and timeless teaching that has the potential to transform our lives. By letting go of attachments, desires, and ego, we can experience true happiness and inner peace. The story of Buddha and his journey to enlightenment serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of embracing emptiness in our daily lives. In a world filled with distractions and materialism, the wisdom of emptiness can guide us towards a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. By cultivating mindfulness, simplifying our lives, and practicing compassion, we can find a deeper sense of peace and contentment. Let us remember the teachings of the Buddha and the transformative power of emptiness as we navigate the complexities of daily life. Embrace the beauty of simplicity, let go of what no longer serves you, and discover the profound peace that comes from within.